Arriving at Yorkdale Station. Doors will open on the left.
Y'all with my basketball.
Line 1, your call.
Hey people, it is Saturday, December the 14th. The time is 4:15 in the afternoon. It's currently about -1 Celsius, feeling more like -7 with the wind chill today. And I just got off the subway here at Yorkdale Station, riding line 1. And I'm going to be heading into Yorkdale Shopping Center on what will no doubt be an extremely busy Saturday in the mall. It's been a while since I've done a walk through Yorkdale. And with only 10 shopping days left until Christmas, get ready for some mall madness here. This is one of the biggest malls in Toronto. And I got on the subway at Dundas Station downtown. Took about 35 minutes. There were no issues or delays on the train, which was nice. And even the dreaded slow zones seem to have been corrected during this ride, at least. Let's hope it stays that way. Alright, so we're coming into the mall. This is a suburban mall located at the intersection of Dufferin Street and Allen Road, and immediately south of Highway 401. And this is considered the luxury mall for the Greater Toronto area. And you'll see what I mean once we start walking through the mall. It wasn't always that way though. It opened in 1964 as the largest enclosed shopping mall in the world at the time, with about 1 million square feet of retail space. But 60 years later, the mall has expanded several times and now has over 1.8 million square feet of retail space and 250 stores and services. That's interesting over there. I thought maybe Santa was over there, but I don't see him. I remember where he was last year. We'll see if he's still in the same place then. This mall has a series of intersecting concourses, which makes it a bit tricky to walk through to do a video tour without sort of repeating sections here and there. And that's a very large, impressive tree, not as tall as the Eaton Center tree, obviously, but one of the bigger trees I've seen so far this Christmas season in my various videos. And for the most part, this is just a single level shopping mall. There are a couple of sections where there's a second level that is rather small, mainly for the food court and for the Cineplex here at the mall. Actually, it's not quite as busy as I was expecting it to be. But it's certainly busy enough. There have been some changes since my last video here. This mall is constantly evolving. And here's one of the upper levels. I think that's where the Cineplex is up there. And this is leading out to an exit. There's rather expansive surface parking around the mall, as well as parking garages. I think there are plans to redevelop some of this surface parking, actually, with some residential towers and that sort of thing. It's a large Indigo bookstore, and there's how you get up to the Cineplex, large multi-screen theater. I see more Christmas trees. I could continue this way. But maybe we'll take a different corridor. I'll eventually find my way back over to this corridor. But yeah, this one is lined with some very nice trees here.
I mean, did you go to that store? I did. Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely wasn't here last Christmas. It's a nice addition. See how high the ceilings are here. There's enough room for it to be a two-level mall, really, if they decided to add a second level. But I think part of the upscale nature of the mall is to have these very high ceilings, giving a sort of a grand appearance on the inside. Another corridor going up that way. But let's go back over to this corridor I was on earlier, and I'll sort of loop around. And obviously all these high-end retailers make this Canada's mall with the highest sales volume per square foot, I believe, out of any mall in the country. And there's how you get up to the food court. I'll just do a quick walkthrough of the food court. We'll get a view as we come back down the escalator. I think in all of my visits to the mall over the years, recording various videos, the only thing I've ever actually bought in the mall was food in the food court. I've never actually purchased a single thing in any of the stores in all of my visits to the mall. And extremely busy in here. Taco Bell opening soon. The expansion of Taco Bell continues. You can see a bit of outside over here. The sun is setting. Looks like there's an outdoor terrace there that you probably can't get out to now. That's looking west towards Dufferin Street. How's it going? Do you want to say hi in the video?
What's up, YouTube?
Right on. Right on. Thanks, man.
Remember us? We actually saw you back.
Downtown? Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Cool running into you again. Right on. Well, good seeing you guys. All right, see you, man. Check out the video. Got spotted by some young dudes who actually spotted me in another live stream I was doing actually when I was downtown. Like last year. All right, enough food court action. Let's head back down. So that was the food court. Pretty similar to the Eaton Center food court, except it's up above instead of down below. As we get some of a nice aerial shot looking down at the very busy corridor. We're going to be heading down that way. Seems like the crowds are intensifying now. I'm gonna keep an eye out for Santa. He was in one of the cross corridors last year.
了咖啡来。
Another way to get out over there. If the crowds are driving you nuts. I'm wondering if at the beginning of the video, that rocket ship that said Santa was where you had to go to see Santa. Maybe there's a elevator that will take you up to him. So I don't remember that from last year being there. You find some more typical mall retailers here that are exactly luxurious by any means. We haven't walked through the most high-end part of the mall yet. That's at the south end of the mall. Got a cheesecake factory over there and another exit. Exit stage right. And one of the anchors here, the Hudson's Bay Company store. High-end department store. The oldest company in the world, I think. And I think this is a dead end up ahead leading to an exit. So I'll just spin us around. Of course, even Yorkdale has to have a Shoppers Drug Mart. All right, let's head to the really fancy part of the mall. I don't think I've ever been in a mall with such high ceilings before. Definitely makes it feel a lot more open and airy and not so claustrophobic. Square One in Mississauga is a huge mall, bigger than Yorkdale, but many sections of that mall have very low ceilings. I did a walkthrough of Square One last year during the Christmas season, and it was a madhouse. Much less pleasant to walk through than this mall.
Where did she come from? I did not want to do
Large sporting life store. And a gaggle of security. I've never had any issues with security recording in this mall yet, but I know some other people have, so I still tend to keep an eye out, because I've probably just been lucky so far. I've seen other videos on YouTube where security asks people to stop recording, but oftentimes they're using more noticeable recording equipment, whereas my Pocket 3 camera here is quite small and discreet. And another exit. I don't know if I saw this part of the mall last time.
Yes, I know. Okay.
Sporting Life again. I wonder if I could walk through. It doesn't look like it. I was thinking I could walk through Sporting Life to get back to that other corridor, but it looks like I'll have to sort of backtrack here. It's almost unavoidable having to do this at least once during one of these mall walks. The Eaton Center is laid out in just a basic north-south configuration with 3 levels, so it's easy to just go back and forth through each level without repeating yourself in that mall. And I did do a walkthrough of the Eaton Center just recently on the channel also, where I went and said hello to Santa. And he said hello back. I don't think I'll be so lucky in this video. All right, back to my initial plan. Check out the very fancy part of the mall. Got some washrooms.
I'm into it, man.
Really? And of course you have boring things like Rogers stores and bank branches. Another exit. And quite a lineup to get into there. It's a coffee place. I noticed the location at Union Station also has huge lineups all of the time. And there's an escalator heading down to the underground parking. And that's right, there's a Tesla store. And the Apple store. And this part of the mall is as if you took the Mink Mile downtown and just enclosed it. There's many of the same stores. A large Holt Renfrew department store here also. And a very fancy looking Tiffany and Company store. I wonder if the downtown location will end up looking like this. They're getting a major renovation and relocation on Bloor Street to a larger, more prominent space. There's another entrance to the Holt Renfrew. See, it's a two-level department store. And maybe I'll just take us down here and then loop around and we'll explore that other concourse. This will lead me back to close to where I entered the mall. I don't think we've gone down that concourse either. Yes, there's even a Dyson store. All right, so there's where we entered the mall, right over there. You can see the sign that says Yorkdale Station. All right, let's take one of the intersecting concourses over here. A little bit more of the dreaded backtracking here, but oh well. Ray-Bans.
But you were just being fine.
Okay, I don't think we've walked down this stretch yet, as far as I remember.
Me I look for the shoes then.
But those trees up ahead, I definitely did walk past. So last time I went down that concourse, but I didn't go down this one yet. But this will take me back towards the concourse that I did walk down through earlier. But now we're walking towards that awesome tree. Yeah, still no sign of Santa. He must have been near that fancy looking rocket ship with his name on it. So we did walk through here before, but let's make another quick pass through. Second time's the charm, maybe. I'm starting to feel a bit overheated now. That's the drag about the colder months, is you have to dress warm in order to go outside, but then once you come inside, you're stuck with these coats on and you start boiling to death. All right, so last time I went down there, so I didn't walk down this stretch last time. It's a huge brown shoe store there. And that's quite the funky display. That little guy seems to enjoy it. He's waving hello.
That's not the point. Boom, I give him back to the shoe.
got police and security here. Despite the very upscale nature of the mall, you might be surprised to hear that every now and again a fairly serious incident takes place here involving gunfire and gang activity and that sort of thing. There have been several occasions where the mall had to be locked down. We walked through this stretch before. I think there's at least one last concourse I haven't walked down yet. And the problem is I have to walk through concourses I already walked through to get to that one. After a while, it all starts to look the same anyway. Somehow in all this space I get stuck behind a couple of slow-moving people and I can't seem to get around them. All right, now over here is that last concourse, I believe. As we walked down that way, we walked up that way. We didn't walk this way yet. This is the last of it. Got some new retailers opening here, quite a few of them actually. I think this part of the mall was largely just a series of construction hoardings last time I walked through here. And there are still quite a few here. Opening soon. Fall 2025. Well, it's almost winter now. Well, that's next year. What am I saying? That's still a ways off. So maybe if I come back next year, all these stores will be open. And this leads back to the ultra high-end concourse. I remember looking down this concourse and planning to walk down it, but I never actually did. But now we've seen it, so I'm going to loop around, and I think I'll take us back to that rocket ship, to where Santa probably is. Leads back to the big tree.
Come, Mama.
Here's the OVO store. That's Drake's store. OVO stands for October's Very Own. I think because Drake was born in October. Alright, so back to this corridor again, but we're almost at the end of the tour. This walk is taking longer than I thought it would, thanks to all that backtracking. All right, let's get a closer look at what's going on over here. I guess this is how you see Santa. Kind of a different system. Is he inside that rocket ship? It's like a rocket to the North Pole. Well, pretty neat. Too bad we couldn't actually see Santa, but we did see him at the Eaton Center, so check out that video if you really want to say hi to the jolly old elf. But I'm going to wrap up this walk here. I hope you enjoyed the rather lengthy tour of Yorkdale Shopping Center. With just 11 days until Christmas. I think we saw the whole place and a few corridors twice, so I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below, and I see people boarding the rocket ship now. Let me know your thoughts, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also be sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. Or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays. And be sure to keep checking back, because, as always, I will continue.